Hello friend, in this video lecture I'm going to discuss about how to use decision tree in Alteryx. So here you can see this is the Alteryx designer new workflow, and the first is when you go on the predict tab. So here you can see this decision tree. So if I click on the decision tree, here you get this all definition. So here create a simple model with a visual output to predict a variable values or a class based if then rules. For example, to build an animal species classifier or decision tree would like to have a node of a number of leg. If the animal is 0 leg, it is likely to be either C animal or a snack. So let's see how to use the decision tree inside Alteryx. So first we need to drag here input data. So now you can connect with file or use database table. So click on this drop down. Now here after for using database tables, you can use here, or for files, click on these files. You can use these files. So I already have the files name d.yxdb. So I clicked here. I used this, and it has demand ID, and demand has numerical values. Now here after we need to use a decision tree, and here you can see this is the input part, and here O for output or report, I for interactive report. Automatically type model name. So decision tree, I'm giving the name example, and you need to select. So I'm going to select here. So selecting demand ID, it's unique. So let's select here demand ID, and we need to check this. Okay, we can check more than one. Now here after it has 3 outgoing. So for this, first is here, this is for out, next is R, and here this is for interactive report. Now decision tree part has been completed, and hereafter we need to run this workflow, and now you can see incoming 3294 rows, and the size 1 to 1 kb, and here it's a processing on decision tree 21%. It's completed. Now on 125 kb, 6.4 kb, 3.7 MB that go on browse 11. So this is for interactive report, and 84% done. Now it's completed. It's taken 13 second times. So now if I click on this, here you can get the name and object name decision tree, and if I click on this, so here you can see output, sorry, R for report, summary, report for decision tree example, and here this is the formula demand ID demand, and here you can see mean bucket, max, and model summary, root node, and n is total numbers of rows, n 3294, and root node, this doing the calculations, the com 904203, and here pruning table, level 1 to CPU num split, and rel error, and here after left summary node, root, demand, and demand ID. If I scroll down, here you can see this the plots. Now if you want to see the interactive report, you need to click on this, and here you can see R part decision tree regression. Now R square 0.01, adjust R 0.01, mean absolute, and here this all those things, it's come there. Now there are some constant on the decision tree. You can use anyone from this. So if I do not select any selected zero fits, I do not select it, let's see what happened. Definitely the error comes out. So here I'm getting the error message, at least one predictive variable must be selected. So on the decision tree there must be selected one predictive. Now hereafter when I'm going to give demand and predictive, both are, we cannot give, if I'm trying to enter demand ID, so here it's changed. Now there is a spatial object, this is the string tab. Now let's select these tools and rerun the workflow and check is there any problem with decision tree. So about this tools, predictive or boosted model count regression that I already discussed, and data investigation, this all part that I already discussed, so you can check my previous video. And inside preparation, this I already discussed. So there is no any problem with when I give a spatial object. So when I click here, now you can see this is the a spatial object, and here one file, and here after right click on it, properties. So here if I scroll down, so this is the metadata information. So a spatial object is the string tab, and on decision tree, so it can accept the target a spatial object string tab, and we can use more than one field, and field should be unique. This is the constant with the decision tree. Now if you want to see the interactive report, you can check, and here let's see. So here demand ID, demand, and model summary, and this all those things it's come there, and here root and demand ID, demand, this all values come there. So this is the way we can use here decision tree inside Alteryx. So I hope guys this video is helpful for you. So now in this video it's over. So thanks for watching. See you next video. Thank you.